It's early. I'm about to go for a trail run, and I desperately need new shoes. So we're gonna open those up. Boom, current shoe rotation. These are my docs, not included in my running shoe rotation, but I wear them a lot. Are some old New Balance Vongo V5s, I want to believe, because they don't have a tongue. And I use these for lifting. These are old ones that I used to run on in high school, so they are not safe for running. These are my Easy Run shoes. Currently, they have like 500 miles on them, so they need to go. Let me know if you want a review on them, because I've been wearing Vongo, whether it's V5 or V6, for, I want to say, 6 years now as my Easy Run shoe, which is part of the reason why I'm switching it up. Not because I didn't like these, but I just want to try something new. And there are drawbacks to these, but they worked for me for a long time. I ran most of my first marathons. My first marathon, my second marathon, my third marathon in these shoes. I have 2 pairs. I name all my shoes. These are the Blue Balances. That's what they say. And these are the Blue Balance 2.0s. So I would do easy runs and long runs and just switch off every other run to help the foam decompress, give it some more time. I would definitely recommend that. You get a lot more miles out of them when you give them time to decompress. So it is actually more economic in the long run to switch around a couple of pairs of shoes. Workouts, I have these bad boys. Their name is Kermit and Miss Piggy because of the green and the pink. One of my teammates actually came up with that. But they are Saucony Endorphin Speed 3. I really like these shoes. Obviously, they're a staple in the running community. I do really like them for workouts or faster long runs. Yeah, I wear them on the track and I think they're fine too. Not for a competition, but just for track workouts. But they do really well with cross-country workouts too. Light, nice. Yeah, would definitely recommend. A lot of people on my team, like most of my team, owns a pair of these, at least one. Now for competition shoes. These are Nike Dragonflies. I wear these for indoor track and outdoor track, 4x4 to the 5K. I think these are definitely more 1,500 mile 3K, 5K shoes, but I'm a distance runner, so I'm not gonna buy specific spikes for the 4x4 because coach usually just puts me in as a speed exercise as opposed to an actual race. Then for the 10K, which is my main outdoor track event, I wear the Vaporfly Next Percent 3s. Oh, I forgot names. They're like the really bright yellow Nike ones. I call them neon bitches. And then these ones are the black and white ones, which were the only ones they had in stock at the time. It was really funny because up to the line of my first 10K with these shoes, every other person is wearing these shoes same color because they had been out of stock with all the other colors for so long. They're called Happy Feet because they look like penguins. My roommate came up with that one actually. And then for cross country, I've been racing 2 seasons on the Nike XC Rival 6s, and their names are Gene Davis. They're named after my home invitational. These a lot too. I originally, maybe you saw on the shelf over there, had the Saucony Kilkenny XC9s, I believe. They just didn't provide enough support for me. I was overpronating terribly. These are a lot harder. They have a lot more structure, especially towards the ankle, so they work better for me. I think I might try the Dragonfly XCs and maybe see if I like those better. They are a lot more expensive than these. These are a cheaper option when it comes to Nike spikes. So yeah, for the price point, I like them a lot. And now, $600 and whatever worth of shoes. I bought them through our school provider, which is Runaway Shoes, so I got 30% off, so I didn't pay $600, but they're worth that much, and I did still pay like 400 something. I don't know, too much money, but hopefully these will last me for maybe 10 months. This is a stuffed animal that I haven't made yet, so let's just... First up, we have the Saucony Endorphin Speed 3s. I'm usually size 10.5 in running shoes,
with Nike and New Balance. But with Saucony, they tend to run a little small for me, so I size up to an 11. I got this color because I think they're so, ooh, aren't they so pretty? Look at this. I've heard this fabric feels a little different. I've heard some mixed reviews about these shoes actually, but I'm gonna wait until I try them on to reserve my judgment. So these will be my new workout shoes. Next up, we have the Skyflow. Now, originally, I wanted Cloud Monsters as like a faster long run shoe, but they didn't have them, so they recommended the Skyflows. It's a lot of Hoka, which was unintentional. I actually in high school said I would never wear Hoka because I really hated them at the time, but I think my running preferences have evolved a little, so I'm ready to give them another try. Okay, Hoka colors. I have a little bit of beef with Hoka colors because I don't think most Hokas, even the ones that people are like, they're so pretty, like the sunset Hoka colors, I don't think they're very good looking, but that's okay. I don't really care too much about color, but if you're gonna ask me about it, then yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an actually pretty Hoka shoe, which I know is an unpopular opinion in the running community. Don't mind my radiator back there. I live in a dorm, so let me know if you want reviews of all of these. Honestly, I might because, okay, I'm tall and I'm heavier than a lot of runners who are, you know, 5'4", 5'3", and I also have really big feet. I can only usually find reviews from like 5'6" men, which is great for them, but I feel like that doesn't represent how the shoe is going to work for me. Okay, next up. Girl, what are you? Oh, these are the Bondis. Important piece of context here. The New Balance Vongos are stability shoes. I've been running in stability shoes for about 8 years now. I've been trying to move away from them because I've dealt with a lot of ankle injuries and tendon issues, try and transition away from stability shoes and build up strength in my feet. So I have one pair of stability shoes, those that I'm going to keep in my rotation for right now and see how that works. But these are a staple neutral running shoe. I'm excited to try these out. I've heard a lot of good things. Again, so many of my teammates have these shoes. I would use these and the ones down there as interchangeable easy run day shoes. My windows weren't working, so I had to put in a work order, and the maintenance guy who came to fix them was like, who's the sponsored Hoka runner? And I was like, I wish. I had to pay for these with my own money. I worked some very long shifts yesterday at 2 of my jobs, and I'm working my third job today. Technically it was my first job, actually. I worked my second and my third job yesterday, and I'm working my first job today. Semantics. The last ones we have are the stability shoe that I wanted to try. Gaviota 5s. I hope I'm saying Gaviota. I don't think it really matters. It's a shoe. I feel like Hokas just have muted, kind of gross colors. These are them. I'm lucky enough to be on full scholarship for school. My work goes towards any extra costs like notebooks, textbooks. All the rest of the money I earn just goes to my running shoes. I got those Dragonflies for free, but I will not get my next pair for free. Nike just gives us 1 free pair because we are a D3 school, so we don't get as much of the benefit. We also don't get any trainers. I know a lot of D1 schools get all their trainers provided for them, which it is a big cost. I do spend $1,000 on running shoes every year, which is quite a bit of money. Just because I'm very injury prone, I would rather pay a little bit more for my shoes than have to pay for a hospital visit if I break myself. Let me know if you have any ideas for what I should name these guys. Because they're all gonna get names eventually.